Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are you in for a treat? First of all, it's a trio. Hi, Octavia. Hi, Jen. I'm Katrina. This is amazing. Yes, I'm National Sales Director Katrina Harris Earl, but today I am Katrina and I am learning from the best about the simplicity of working this business virtually. And so we have gathered today. This is kind of like, I don't know, pick your show, The View, The Real, something, The Real, because I am going to introduce our guest, and then at the end, both myself and Octavia, who's a brand new sales director, started Mary Kay during COVID and has soared to the top. The two of us are going to come back and ask Jen some questions. So I just want to tell you about Jen Besecker, $1 Million Director. Jen, married to her wonderful husband, Eric. We've heard so much about Eric. 4 amazing children. This seems not possible, Jen. Looking at you. Andrew, 34. Ashley, 32. Ryan, 28. This tells you the product works. And Bella, 9. That's a story in and of itself. She also, Jen, you are a proud grandmother to your 3-year-old grandson, Cooper, 2-year-old granddaughter, Ellie, and 1-year-old granddaughter, Charlotte. I love this because a full life and a full business. You started your business in 2003 while working 50 hours a week at a law firm. You earned your first car in 3 months and became a sales director just 4 months after starting your business. A record breaker from the beginning. Jen, you have earned 9 career cars, 8 of which have been the beautiful trophy on wheels, pink Cadillac. Jen and her unit, your unit has achieved the circle of achievement 2 times, the circle of excellence 15 times. You'll learn all about that terminology as you grow your business for consultants that are new that are watching this, but it's a big deal. Jen and her unit's highest accomplishments, crossing the line at the $1 Million Circle of Excellence. That is a very intimate club of sales directors. She has earned 15 all expense top director trips to exotic locations. Oh, the places you have gone: Rome, Italy, Turkey, Greece, Spain, trip around the world, Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Hawaii, China, France, London, cruise to Alaska, Chile, Argentina, and Scotland. You have been a triple court winner, which in addition to being a top director means you are a top consultant, leading by example, not just teaching it, but doing it. And I know this is probably going to be even your best year yet. You have ranked in the top 20 for sharing, earning over 20 carats of diamonds. So you've got more diamonds than bugs, okay? And your highest monthly income has not been written yet, but currently it's over $30,000. I know I just popped your bra. Now put it back on. Jen's highest award was receiving the annual Misco Give Award for the entire Sapphire division. Jen, I am so excited and grateful for you to share today, to give us the best of you about how success has come to you during this time. So I'm passing it off to you, girl.
Oh, well, thank you. And thank you so much for that sweet introduction and just giving me this opportunity and honor to share with everybody. You know, I get such joy and it just fills up my cup to be able to share. And so I would love to bring you back to almost a year ago when this pandemic started. It affected all of us, put us in a tailspin. And I, prior to that, never worked my business virtually. I didn't so much have a customer Facebook page. I barely even put Mary Kay on my own personal page. So for me, I went into a place in my head that I thought, how am I going to do this? How do you make Mary Kay work? And I started working virtually. But inside my brain, I was telling my things, not positive things, such as, wow, you can't connect with people unless you're face to face. This isn't working very well. And so for the first half of last year, I was doing the work virtually, but I didn't have the greatest mindset. Seminars shut down. We still had a good year. And I had a conversation with my husband, and I said this to him. I said, I feel like I'm a brand new beauty consultant, like a fish out of water. I don't know what I'm doing virtually. You see, it intimidated me to be on camera, intimidated me social media because I wasn't raised with it. And he's wise and he said, Jen, what did you do when you first started in Mary Kay? And I said, I had hostesses and they would host parties and I would see lots of faces. He said, well, why can't you mirror that and do it virtually? And so it made me think a new thought. At that moment, I thought to myself, well, no one's going anywhere. You can't really go out. Why not do this virtually and get hostesses? And so that's exactly what I did. So in August of last year, I went to my customers and I asked a few of my customers if they would be so sweet to help me. And I, y'all, literally said, and called them up and I said, as you know, everything's virtual these days and I'm taking my business virtual. I'm a little nervous, but I'm calling you because I just knew you could help me out. Would you be so sweet to host one of my very first Facebook Live parties? I promise it will be fun and you'll have a great time. So I did something like that and I got two customers that were willing to host for me. Well, I have to tell you, after I got two customers willing to host for me, I said, now what do? I didn't even know how to hold a Facebook Live party. I didn't have any details. I just knew I needed to set up a Facebook group and have her start inviting people. So I want to tell you the results of each party. And then I want to give you the nuts and bolts of what I've learned along the way over the past 6 months of tweaking and, just making things work better for me. So my first customer booked a party with me and I was doing what's called product preview. And if you're holding great virtual parties and you're just more or less showing the product and they don't have samples at home and you have phenomenal results, fantastic, keep going with that. For me, when I know that they don't have product on their face at home, I don't feel like I'm holding a real Mary Kay party. That's just something inside of me. I need them to have samples. So my first party, my customer hosted it and we did great. We sold $400. I did product preview through Facebook Live and I had booked 2 new parties. One of the parties never held, the customer never booked with me. The second party actually turned into a new consultant's launch party. So that was kind of the end of that party, right? Great party, so $400, I got a new consultant out of it. Well, party number 2 is what I call the power of one. And you see, one party can change everything. So this customer of mine booked a party for the following week. And I thought, you know what? In order for me to feel good, I want to give them a sample. So I gave all of her guest samples, and I'll tell you in a minute what I put in there. And let me tell you about the results of this party. Same party, I did Facebook Live, but they had samples at home. And I myself was feeling more authentic because I knew they were putting it on their face as I was putting it on my face. And I just felt more connected to them. And so this party, I sold $1,800. I sold over $1,800 at this party. I then booked 4 new bookings from this party. And from those 4 bookings, I ended up selling $7,922, guys. $7,922. And I booked 12 new parties. Wow, right? Well, at this point, I was like, this is kind of working. And so from August through December last year, I just want to give you my results to inspire you that the power of one can change everything. And then I'll get into all the fun nuts and bolts of how I do what I do and all the details, okay? So last August through December, I held a total of 74 Facebook Live parties. I sold over $75,000 of retail product. I went from having 60 customers to 490 customers in my customer database. I ended up adding wonderful women to my team. I added 19 qualified during that time. So I really fell back in love with my business. I've always loved my business, but when we went virtual, I was struggling. And so I learned to fall in love with working virtually. So here's the reason why I love working virtual is that you get a bigger platform to bless more people. So I just had to shift my thinking back in August, because some of you right now might be thinking, oh, virtual work scares me. I want to connect with people. You have to shift your thinking to go, wow, doing something virtually, whether it's on Zoom or Facebook Live or FaceTime, whatever platform you use, you can still connect with women. And doing a Mary Kay party virtually brings so much joy into a woman's life. She's at home, probably tired of homeschooling kids or being stuck in the house. She gets a beautiful pampering package from you. She gets to take that half hour, 45 minutes, and make it all about her. So for me, every virtual that I do, I know that I'm blessing women. And that just gives me such joy. So what I'd love to do is kind of go over the nuts and bolts from the very beginning of what I learned and tweaked to do a Facebook Live party. Now, let me start out by telling you, if you hold Zoom parties and you have great success, that is wonderful. Please don't change that, because I don't believe that Facebook Lives are the only way to be successful in the virtual world. It's just the platform that works for me. So if you have a platform that you're doing on Instagram or you're doing on Zoom, you can listen to all the wonderful things I'm telling you, and maybe you can implement some of those to help you with what you're doing, but stay true to what works for you. And it just so happens, the reason why I like Facebook Live and I have found it to be successful for me is that I found my turnout rate for guests showing up at the party was much higher. And I believe it's because some women aren't comfortable putting their face on Zoom. As much as we do Zoom these days, some women just aren't comfortable. And then some women have kids, husbands, dogs, and they're afraid to put their face on Zoom because they don't know if their kid's gonna need them, that their husband's gonna be cranky or their dog, you know? So I found on on Facebook that more women were excited to join my party because they didn't have to show their face, and I couldn't see them, but they could see me. And I even talked to my daughter, who's in her young 30s, and I said to her, Ashley, if you were invited to a party on Zoom, how would you feel about it? And she said, to be honest with you, Mom, I wouldn't go because I don't know what my 1 and 2-year-old are going to be doing at that time, unless it was late at night and they're in bed. And at that point, I'm exhausted. I said, well, what about if it was a Facebook Live? And she said, you know what? Do you know why I love Instagram, Mom? And I said, no. She goes, I love Instagram because I can watch people's stories. I can watch things and they don't know I'm watching. I said, really? And she said, yes. So if you invited me to a Facebook Live, I'd be there. I'd even comment because you don't know what's going on in my world. Made me think a new thought about Facebook Live. I thought, okay, if my own daughter's telling me, Mom, try Facebook Live, give it a whirl. I thought, why not? So here's what I do. So when I book a customer or potential customer for a party, the first thing I do is I put together a Facebook group for her. So I do a group and not an event. I found it's really important to have a separate Facebook group for every party. So I create a brand new group. I make the group private and I then invite her. Okay. So I invite her. She's the first person I invite to the group. And once I invite her, I then will PM her. So I work a lot through what's called personal messenger, and that's on Facebook. And I will personally message her and I will say, Susie, great news. Your party Facebook group is up. I invited you to it, but here's the link below to click and join. Once she joins the event, I then make her the administrator. I invite her to be the administrator so she can invite friends. And then I message her again and I say, Susie, now the fun begins. You get to invite all your family and friends. What I have found is that if you will personally text message or PM message your friends, let them know you're having a fun Mary Kay party and they're going to get a pampering package. This is the link below to click. They will join. Because sometimes in the Facebook world, when you just click invite in the party group, people don't even know they're invited. So this is something that I will either PM by typing to her. A lot of times I use my voice. I'm better at expressing myself through my voice than I am words that I type. And it's been statistically shown that somebody will open up a voicemail message through text or through PM 90% of the time. Unlike if you type something out, they may or may not see it or pay attention to it. So I coach her. I basically tell her how to invite her friends. I don't necessarily give her a script. I just say to her, it's to personally invite them, and here's the link. So what I do at this point, as she starts inviting friends and they accept, you'll see them join the group. At that point, I immediately friend request the guest and I send the guest a personal message. So through personal messenger, I type it and I say, "Hi, Lisa. My name is Jen Besecker. I'm the beauty consultant doing Sarah's party," and I give the date. "I would love to send you a pampering packet full of samples that you'll be able to use during the Facebook Live event. Can I please have your address and your skin type, normal to dry or combination to oily?" And then I click the button and it sends to her. Now I will tell you, not everybody's going to get back to you, and here's why. You see, if you are not friends with them, they may never see your message because it kind of goes into like junk mail in Facebook Messenger. So what I do within 24 to 48 hours, I will get back to my hostess and I'll say to my hostess, "Okay, I've heard from 5 of your friends, but I haven't heard from these friends," and I list their names out. And I let her know it's probably because we're not friends on Facebook and they don't see my message. Could you be so sweet and reach out to them? Have them send me their information, or if you wouldn't mind gathering their information for me. At that point, my hostess is always so sweet and she gathers their information for me. So that way, everybody's going to get a pampering packet. Now, what do I put in my pampering packets? So I don't believe there's a right or a wrong sample you send them. I think it's up to you on what you want to send, but I'll tell you what I send. I send a miracle set strip of combination oily or normal to dry based on their skin type. I send a charcoal mask sample, and I send the company lookbook. That's what I mail them. And I'll tell you why I mail them those, is that I want to walk them through skincare. I'm going to do it in my home while they do it in their home. I love them doing the charcoal mask because, I mean, everybody needs a charcoal mask these days, right? And the lookbook is key. The reason why I send them the lookbook is nowadays everything's on virtual world, everything. And I don't know about you, but I get kind of excited when I get the Target ad. Does anybody else get excited when the Target ad comes in the mail? Well, I do. I like to look through it. So I know that when she opens up that pampering package, the first thing she's going to do is she's going to look through our lookbook and look through our catalog, and she's going to be like wowed by all our products. So sure, does it cost a little more money to send her a lookbook? Yeah, but it's so worth it. So miracle set strip, charcoal mask, and I sent her the lookbook, okay? There is one other little piece of, I put my business card in there. And then I do put in there a little game board, which I'm gonna tell you about in a minute. And this is something we'll give you access to so that you can have and copy it. But it's just a little piece of paper that has a tic-tac-toe board on it and numbered 1 through 3. It's a little game I play virtually, which I will share with you. That's all that goes in my packet. I mail it out and they get it, okay? And so as far as the Facebook group itself, so I don't know if you guys are familiar with Facebook algorithm or not, but our number one goal that I'm trying to do in a Facebook party is to get women to learn about Mary Kay product and to be excited for the pampering. So my goal is to get her party group up about 2 weeks out from the party, okay? And then about 10 days to 1 week out from the party, I start what are called engagement posts. What's that? Well, an engagement post is where there's a picture. For example, it's got a picture of a woman wearing matte lipstick and a woman wearing glossy lipstick. And I would just have a caption that says, "Do you like matte or do you like gloss?" There's another one that says, "Do you prefer the moisture renewing gel mask or charcoal mask?" So it's where you're getting them to answer questions for you to comment on your post. And here's why. You see, Facebook controls on what your friends see that you post. So if you're not her friends and or you haven't been commenting back and forth to each other on things, you might post something in that party page and that customer or potential guest never sees it because it doesn't go on our newsfeed. So my goal is to get her commenting so that as I'm posting things, it's popping on our newsfeed. The main goal is so when I go Facebook Live on the party date and time, it alerts her and says that I'm live, okay? So, and it's just fun, you know, let's think about it. On social media these days, there's a lot of not fun stuff out there. And this is just a fun group they get to go to and, you know, answer some questions. Now, I will tell you how I get them to answer is because I tell them for every question they answer, they get a raffle ticket. Now, am I physically mailing them a raffle ticket? No, I'm just keeping track of how many times that she comments, okay? Because I'm going to do a drawing during the party. The other thing I do is I post about one of my favorite products. Well, how do I know what to post? In Touch. In Touch is a wealth of information. I will pull a product off there from Product Central that I love. I'll go to the digital world, I'll copy some verbiage, and I am just posting. Every day I do one engagement post and one product post. And I definitely gear it towards the products I'm going to be demoing and the products I'm going to be talking about. And that way, she's learning a little bit about Mary Kay and she's having fun during the engagement post. So I have those all set up. You can actually schedule posts in Facebook, which is nice. So I schedule them so that they go every day. Now, how you increase to make sure they're seeing it is in the beginning, you're going to need to tag people. So when I post my first post about, do you like glossy lip gloss or matte lipstick? I will tag everybody. You can tag them in the post itself, or you can tag them in the comment section. How do you tag? You just start typing their name. It pops up, you click, start typing their name, pops up and click. Does this take a little bit of time? Sure does. But remember, this is your party. This is part of coaching. And you want them to know about what you're talking about, the product and the fun little engagement post. So I tag people in it. The other thing I do is I let my hostess know. I tell my hostess, I say, I know that you're not in a drawing for free giveaways, but the more you comment on my posting and the more you comment on your friends' posting, the more excited they'll get. So can you do me a favor over the next week? Do you mind checking the Facebook group, at least once a day and commenting all your friends' posts and commenting on my post? And the hostesses are always so happy to do it. They're like, sure, I'd be happy to. Because if you involve your hostess in commenting, she comments on your post and it's in her newsfeed, it will pop up on her friend's newsfeed, okay? So I really enroll my hostess in helping me do that. And every single one of my hostesses has been so happy to do that, okay? And I do go live in the party group. I go live in the party group before the party 1 or 2 times. So what I do after the party group's been up for a couple days and I'm still needing a few addresses, I'll go live. And here's what I do. I go live and I say like this, hi, happy Friday. My name is Jen and I'm coming live for 2 reasons. 1, I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Jen Besecker and I'm the beauty consultant doing Sarah's party. 2, I wanted to tell you about what you can expect. So on whatever the party date is, I'm going to come live right here in this group. You're going to be in your home. I'm going to be in my home. And I'm going to walk you through using all the great samples in your pampering package. I'm going to do them on my face. You're going to do them on your face. It's kind of like we're going to the spa. So if you haven't had a chance to give me your address and skin type yet, please comment below or just send me a quick PM so I can give you this pampering package. And I usually at that point hold up a little envelope with the pampering package. It's all the mystery. So it's like a 45-second to 60-second live. 2 reasons why I do it. 1, it's been proven that when you go live in your Facebook group, it builds algorithms. It builds it up. Okay. 2, people are more likely to click and watch your video than read your post. I keep it short. I keep it sweet. I want them to know what to expect. Because here's the thing, a lot of people have never been to a Facebook Live party. They don't know what it's all about. So I tell them that they're going to come live in the group. They're going to get a pampering package. They're going to be in their home. I'm going to be in my home. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to give away some prizes. So I do that really, really quick. And then a day before the party, I go live again. And I go live and I just say, hi, it's Jen. Happy Thursday. I just wanted to come live to tell you I'm so excited to pamper you all tomorrow night. We're going to the spa. We're going to go to the spa. So tomorrow night, 7 p.m., come back to this group, hit refresh, have your pampering package, be in your bathroom or grab a bowl of water, couple of little washcloths and hand towels because girls, we're going to have a blast. It is going to be so much fun. Now just know I won't be able to see you, but I can read your comments, but you can see and hear me. I can't wait till tomorrow night. Bye. Okay, you can tell I kind of get my Mary Kay voice. So I go live again just to remind everybody. And what I do after I go live, in the comment section of the live, I tag everybody because I want them to see my video. And then here's what I do. Friday night, 7 p.m. to party. I go live and I start. Now, prior to that, I will tell you the morning of the party, I definitely voice message my hostess and I say this, Susie, could you be so sweet and send a little text message or a little PM message out to all your friends and remind them tonight's the live, because everybody's busy and we forget. And then what I do is I PM every single one of the guests in the party and I say this, hi, Lisa, just checking in to make sure you got your pampering package and we'll be able to be on the live tonight at 7. Here's the party link for Susie's party. So I'm confirming she got her pampering package. I am making sure she can be on the live and I'm sending her the link again. Why am I sending the link again? Well, let me tell you, Facebook world's overwhelming and we have so many party groups and so many different groups. She's gonna forget the name of the group and she's gonna forget how to get to it and she's gonna miss the whole party. So if I PM it to her, she's gonna be like, oh, that's right, tonight at 7. Oh, that's right, there's the link. So you could do that the night before or the morning of the party. And then when I go live, here's what I do. This is just me. I usually am in yoga pants and a t-shirt. I have my hair pulled back in a hair bowl. Half the time I don't have makeup on. It's okay if you do. I just, not a big makeup girl. I'm just me. They're getting Jen, the girl next door. And I go live and I say, hi, happy Friday, it's spa time. And then I just chit chat a little bit because usually no one's on the live yet. And that's okay. You want to keep talking because people will watch the hashtag replay. So I say, all right, girls, I'm just going to go ahead and check and make sure I'm in the right party group. I typically use my phone for doing Facebook Live because my camera is so crystal clear. This is my laptop and I don't have the greatest camera on my laptop. So I'm more comfortable with my phone and then it pops up their comments. So I usually then turn my head, check my laptop, and I wait till I see someone pop on, someone pops on, and it tells you, Lisa's here. And I say, hi, Lisa, I'm so glad you're here, girl. And then I talk to her, girl, what are you drinking tonight? Like, it's Friday night. I just got tea. What are you having something fun at home? So as people start to pop on, the Facebook Live will tell you, Tammy came on, Brooke came on. Hi, Brooke. Hi, Tammy. And I wait till I see my hostess. And then I'll say, oh my goodness, here's our hostess with the mostest. Hi, Susie. All of our friends are here. And I call them my friends, because they kind of know me because we've been connecting through PM. We've been connecting through commenting on the Facebook group. And, sometimes there's a small group. Sometimes there's just 2 or 3 on there. And sometimes there's 10. What I have found is that about half the women that are in the Facebook group will be on the live, sometimes a little less. I have yet to get the whole group on there because let's face it, life's busy and they can't always be at the party. So I'm excited. If I have 10 women in the group and I get 5 on the live, I'm like, yes, that's perfect. So here's how I do my party. Just to give you little tips, I want to tell you that be yourself. You're going to hear me talk about what I do, but being genuine to who you are and not being scripted like somebody else is going to make you feel real and authentic, and they're going to fall in love with you because you're you, okay? Yes, you need to know about your products. You need to know the facts. You need to know what things to say, but be you, okay? So the moment I gave myself permission to be Jen was the moment I was like, okay, I'm just the girlfriend sharing about why I love Mary Kay. That's what I tell myself. So when I go live, I'm like, I'm their friend, sharing with them why I love this amazing product. Okay, so I start the party and I say, okay, girls, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. And so the first thing we're going to do, and I hold up the miracle set because I have it right here in my drawer. I'm like, okay, get your little miracle set. There are 4 samples here. We're only going to use 3 out of the 4 tonight. We're going to use this great, awesome, incredible cleanser. We're going to use the night cream and we're going to use the eye cream. The day cream you're going to save for tomorrow because there's enough samples in here that you can use it for a day or 2. Okay. And we literally pull off packet number 1. And I say, this is our age minimizing 3D eye cream, 3D cleanser. And I start washing my face. I put water on my face. Now I'm not in my bathroom because I'm more comfortable at my desk. I have a bowl of water. And I then demo the Skin Vigorate brush because I love that. If you love it, demo it. If you don't use it, don't demo it. I start doing my face and I'm talking to them. I'm like, how y'all feeling, ladies? Y'all washing your face? Okay. And then I just tell them about the cleanser. Then I say, okay, now we got to take it off. And I take a little washcloth. I take my cleanser off. I say, okay, pat your face, girls. And then we put the charcoal mask on. I use the mask applicator. I sell so many of these because I'm like, girls, this is the greatest thing. And I put the charcoal mask all over my face. Now, here's something I do that's fun. I tell them as soon as the charcoal mask gets on, I say, okay, girls, this mask is going to be on for 10 minutes, but this is where you can win a prize. While this is on your face, I would love for you to take a selfie, but here's the deal. Think of something original. Put a filter on, grab a kid, grab a dog, grab a hubby, grab a something, and take yourself a selfie, because when Susie's party's over, I get my husband to pick out the best selfie. You know, I mean, I can't pick it out because, I mean, like, that wouldn't be playing fair to y'all. But we're going to have a selfie contest winner. Okay, so think of something fun and original, snap a selfie, and when this party's over, when this FaceTime's over, you're going to go ahead and post it in the party group, okay? So I have them take a selfie. Now, why do I want them taking a selfie and posting in the party? Because the half of friends that didn't jump on the live because life happened, they're now intrigued because they start to see all these charcoal mask selfies. And they're like, wait a minute, okay? And they're intrigued and they're going to want to watch the replay. So I'm doing it for a reason. And then they also comment back and forth. They're having fun, you know, the whole spiel. So I do a charcoal mask selfie contest and they love it. They absolutely love it. So while the charcoal mask is on, I romance and talk about the products I love. And it's really up to you. There's no right or wrong products to talk about. It's just what you love. So how I sell products so well is I am not an ingredient person, although I think ingredients are important to know. I tell them why I love it. And I kind of have nicknames for my products. Like, for example, charcoal mask is peppermint patty for your face, because you feel like your face just ate a peppermint patty. It's like cool breeze running through your hair, okay? The Time-Wise Radiance Facial Peel is Botox in a bottle, because you feel like you just got some Botox on your face. So I have little nicknames and I tell them why I love it. Now, with that being said, if a customer is interested in certain products and she has questions, you know what I do? This is the greatest thing ever. I go to Product Central on InTouch. I pull up the product, I click the product fact sheet, and I PM it to her, because then she's got all the information and it works like a charm. So if somebody's asking questions specifically, I make sure I get it to her. And I tell them that. I say, girls, if you want to know about the ingredients and anything, or you want some more details, just let me know at the end of the party and I can send you what's called a product fact sheet. We'll give you everything you want to know. They love it. What really sells a sizzle of selling product is why you love it and what it does for you. Testimony is everything. Okay, so pick your whatever favorite product you want to talk about. We take charcoal mask off, and then I walk them through doing the eye cream and night cream. Okay, that's it. That's what I do. Now, with that being said, I want to tell you about that game. Remember in the beginning, I told you about that little piece of paper. Let me grab it to show you. I'm sorry, I should have had it sitting right next to me, knowing that I was going to train about it, but I didn't. Okay, so this little thing right here, okay, I will make sure you have a copy of it. It's basically a tic-tac-toe board with 1, 2, 3 on it. This is how I get amazing sales. This is how I get amazing bookings. This is how I share the opportunity. Like, everything's in this one little sheet. You don't have to have this sheet to do it. My first probably 3 months, I just had them write on the back of the lookbook. I had them write the tic-tac-toe form, but now I have this little sheet because it comes in their party pack. And so at the beginning of my party, I tell them that we're going to play a game and everyone's going to be a winner. Who likes to win prizes, right? Who likes to win prizes? Comment below if you like to win prizes. Well, you remember that little game board you got? This is a game board. There's 9 spots. The first one I gave you, the middle one's filled up. It says MK. You're going to rank in these spots 8 products that you love, that if you could get them for free or half price, you'd be like so excited, okay? So maybe we try them tonight, or maybe I talk about your mission is to fill up these 8 squares, okay? Then at the end of the party, I'm going to ask you 3 questions. And don't worry, girls, I'm going to give you the answers, okay? And when you turn this into me tonight, you win a prize. Like, everybody's a winner. Are you excited? Okay. So I've got their attention on this game board. So why do I want them to write down the products? It's not because they win tic-tac-toe, because I want them making a list of stuff they want. It's like their wish list. When they're writing it down, they're remembering, oh, Skinvigorate brush. And so throughout my party, when I talk about a product I love, I'll say, oh, that's a good one to write down on your tic-tac-toe board. Oh, write that one down. So I'm reminding them to fill this out, okay? So they're filling this out. And then at the end of the party, here's how I close every party. Of course, I thank my hostess and I say, Susie, girl, I just adore and love you. Thank you for introducing me to your family and friends. And thank you all for being on here. I appreciate you. So let me tell you how you get to win prizes tonight. Everybody's going to be a winner. I'm going to ask you 3 questions on your little form. You just write them down, and then you're going to send a copy of it to me. So question number 1, would you like to be my customer? If you don't have another Mary Kay Beauty consultant, if you do, of course, go back to her. But if you don't, I would love to be your MK girl. Let me tell you what you get for being my customer. First, you get invited to my private VIP customer Facebook group where there's a lot of beauty tips. There's a lot of freebie samples and great information there, and it's fun. Second, you get 100% money back guarantee from Mary Kay. That's Mary Kay, and you get that. So you purchase something tonight, you don't fully love it, you get your money back. And not only that, but you get a birthday gift from me. So if you would like to be my customer, just write yes right there. If you have a Mary Kay Beauty consultant, just say you have a consultant, and that's totally cool. You need to go back to her, okay? That's number 1. Question number 2 is free or me? So it's not really a question. You get to write down free or me. So let me tell you what they mean. So free means, wow, Jen, you're a lot of fun. And I'd like to earn some free stuff. I want to have one of these parties. So let me tell you, free means you'd like to have a party just like our hostess Susie is tonight. And let me tell you what you get. Okay, so we're having a party. I usually have this next to me. If you decide you want to have a party with me, you get what's called a booking gift. You get these amazing, incredible 5 purse-size lip glosses. Y'all remember those lip glosses I showed you that are so incredible? You get 5 of them, like 5 to go in your purse, okay? And you get these even if no one shows up at your party, but they will, because look, you guys are on here for Susie. This is your gift just for saying yes. Now, not only is this your gift, but not only do you get a gift, but you know what? If you decide to book a party, guess what? Susie, our little hostess with the mostest, gets $25 in hostess credit. Yeah, she's gonna get $25 more in hostess credit. Isn't that exciting? And don't you think Susie deserves that? I do, right? Comment below if you think Susie deserves $25 more in hostess credit. So you get these, Susie gets $25 more in hostess credit. Plus, guess what? You get, and this is where, ladies, you decide what your hostess program is. I run with what the company has, 10, 15, or 20% of the sales in free product. So for example, I'd say you get 20% of the sales in free product. So tonight, everything you fall in love with, Susie's gonna get 20% of that in free product, plus $25 for every friend that books. Or friends book, that's $100, right? And guess what? At your party, not only do you get these, not only do you get $25 for every friend that books, but you'll get 20% of the sales in free product. So if that sounded like something to excite you, you just write free. And what we'll do is we'll look at the calendar and we'll pick a date. And we will book a Facebook Live party for you. I do all the work. You just have to invite your friends, and I send them out pampering packages, right? So that's free. Or you can put me. And me just means, no, thank you, Jen. I'm not the party kind of girl. I don't want any free stuff. Just follow up with me, but I don't want anything for free. That's me. So you can put free, or you can put me. Up to you, okay? And then question number 3 is, you're probably wondering why I'm so happy. You're like, wow, she's a really bubbly person. I will tell you, I'm so happy because Mary Kay has brought so much joy into my life. I love that I get to help other women look and feel beautiful. I love that I have freedom and flexibility to work my business around my family's busy schedule. I love that Mary Kay puts God first, family second, and career third. I love that I've been able to travel the world from Mary Kay. I love that I get to drive a free car. It's just really fun. So I share this with you because number 3 is a really important question. Number 3 is, would you like some additional information, some facts about the Mary Kay opportunity? That would be yes. It may not be for you, but I always say to women, you owe it to yourself to make an educated business decision, whether or not Mary Kay is something in your life now, or maybe in the future, or maybe you know somebody. So if you put yes, girl, I'm just going to send you some more information. And if you're interested, we can chat. If it's not your thing and you don't want any information, you can just put no thank you, and that's okay. So let me recap. Number one is, would you like to be my customer if you don't already have one? Number two is free, because you want party stuff, right? You want lip glosses and you want to earn free stuff for me. Number three is, yes, girl, I want to hear more. I'm intrigued. Just give me the facts, okay? Or no, thank you. Now, guess what? Right now it's 7:30. You have until 8 o'clock to take a picture of this board, fill it out with the 3 questions answered, and send it to me. You can PM me through Facebook, or you can text me if you got my number, girl. Send it to me, and I'm going to immediately tell you what you want. But remember, everybody's a winner. Okay, so at this point during the Facebook Live, what happens is that you'll start seeing your messages pop in, okay? They start to message you. And what I do is, because they're going to come flowing in, I respond back to everybody, but I do peek and see them. I respond back to the ones that have free first, because I'm looking for new bookings. I'm happy to get back to everybody, but the ones that say free first, here's what I do. I respond back and I simply say, thank you so much for joining the live tonight. You have made my night. I'm so excited you want to host a party and earn free stuff. Would you prefer a weeknight or a Friday night? And then she responds back and she'll say, what does she prefer? I offer dates that I work. I don't work Saturdays and Sundays. That's just me, but I do weeknights. So she'll tell me, and then I'll send her some dates I have available. Once she picks a date and she books, okay, I book her like instantly. What I'm doing is I'm waiting for her to PM back. I go to the party Facebook group and I immediately find cute pictures that say thank you. I put a picture and I say, thank you, Sabrina, for booking a party. You just helped Susie earn $25 more in hostess credit. I do it for 2 reasons. One, she can't back out now. She already said she's doing it. 2, I'm bringing up excitement. Everybody in the party is like, what? She booked? I want to book. What? Not kidding you. Last night I held a party and I got 5 bookings from one party within 10 minutes. 5 bookings dated on my date book within 10 minutes, y'all, from one party. And so I go and I post, and I add up her hostess credit. So the hostess is then thanking her, oh, thank you for booking a party. So she really can't back out now. She's second guessing, right? And then what I do after I book her is I say, and if she said something about the opportunity, yes, I say, girl, I'll send you some information. And then I say, as a thank you for turning in your sheet, you get a gift of 1 item at 50% off. 1 item at 50% off. And here's what happens is that they feel so excited and so special that you're giving them a 50% off item. They're like, what? They usually go, really? Oh my gosh, thank you. And I say, you're so welcome. Here's my website. Now, I do tell them during the live that they can shop on my website or that they can just PM me. I say that because some women have challenges with our website. Some women don't want to be on the website. So I let them know they can go to the website or they can just message me. And I do tell them they can pay securely with a credit card, or I give my other options. I have other ways they can pay me, such as Cash App, Venmo, Zelle. That may not be what you have, but I give all my options, okay? And so every time somebody orders, I go back to the Facebook group and I thank you, Brooke, for your order. Thanks to your order, Susie has this much in hostess credit. So I keep a tally of her hostess credit so they see it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And not only that, but I leave her party open for 2 days. So if I do a party on a Wednesday night, her party's open till Friday. I tell them on the live, Susie's party is going to be open through Friday. So that way you can try more samples tomorrow. You have time to look through the lookbook or go on the website. And if you want to chat with me, like you have some skin concerns or you, don't know what to get, girl, just let me know. PM me. I'll call you. We can chat. So I give the party 2 days. When we get towards the last day, and the party is closing, I do a post in the morning saying, I actually found a cute little post with Cinderella going down the steps like midnight, and it says party closes at midnight. I post that and I say, as a reminder, Susie's party closes tonight at midnight. Don't forget to get your order in. And I put my website and then I tag everybody who didn't order. Yes, I do, I tag them. Then I say to my hostess in the morning, I'll say, hey, Susie, girl, so far you've got this much hostess credit from these people booking from these orders. You have about 10 women who haven't ordered. Could you do me a favor? Do you mind sending them a little message and just letting them know your Mary Kay party closes tonight? If they're interested in ordering, here's her website, my website. And every time my hostess does that, it generates more orders. Now, why is she doing that? Because she wants more hostess credit. Now, I'm going to tell you why I believe that giving the hostess something in it for her when people book makes a big difference. And you can decide what that amount looks like to you. For me, it's $25. It might be different for you. You might say half price item. It's up to you on what you want to offer. But the reason why I do that is that I have interviewed all 74 of my hostesses last month, because I interviewed them all, meaning chatted with them afterwards about the party. What did they think? Wanted feedback, and I asked each one of them, so tell me the number one reason why you booked a party from Susie Q's party. And the number one reason they gave me was, I wanted to earn her more hostess credit. I wanted to be the friend to get her more hostess credit. And I said, thank you. And then they went on to say, you're fun. I wanted a party. I wanted to earn free product. But the number one reason was to earn her more hostess credit. So I really believe incentivizing in her hostess program something she gets for bookings. Like I said, it could be for every friend that books, she gets a half price item. It could be a certain dollar amount. It could be a gift. I had to keep it simple in my own brain, and that's why I came up with the $25, and it has served me well. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. I would love to open up for questions if you all have questions that might help our sweet consultants.
Oh my gosh. This is so good, Jen. So good. I'm going to bring Octavia in as well, but I can't thank you enough. The simplicity. Consultants can do this. And so can you just repeat, I don't know if you said it in its entirety early on, even though you've got history in Mary Kay, even though you grasped this, it was August when you decided to run. And how much have you retailed since August?
Yeah, so in August, I held my very first 2 Facebook Live parties with hostesses. And from August through December, I've sold 75,000 retail and increased my customer base over 430 customers. And then added, of course, 19 qualified to my team.
Blow your way back. So for consultants, whether you're brand new or not, I mean, a diamond ring in Mary Kay is 40,000 retail, 20,000 wholesale. It's unbelievable what you've created. So many lives can be changed right through learning to master this. So we're going to ask you some questions, Jen, just to add value to what you've already shared, especially around the pre and the post party. So Octavia, thinking about before, just what questions do you have for Jen?
So Jen, thank you. This was really good, really good. So my question for you is one, how many times do you connect with a guest before the party? So you mentioned in there that you reach out to them, but how many times do you PM personally with a guest before a party?
Okay, so really good question. So what I have found is that when I'm trying to get her address, I'll PM her 2 times. That's the max I'll do, because I kind of feel like if she hasn't responded, she's probably not seen it, and I don't want to blow up her inbox. So before I get an address, I PM 2 times, and then I enroll the hostess to help me get the address. And then 9 times out of 10, she gets it for me. And it's because she's not seen my messages. So if she gives me her address, I respond back to her. Thank you so much. It's nice meeting you virtually. Your pampering package is on the way. At that point, I don't PM her again until the night before, the morning of the party, depending upon what my schedule looks like, to confirm she got her packet and to remind her of the event going on that night. I do talk chat with her through the Facebook group itself. And the reason I see that is, as she's commenting on things, I make sure I comment back. And a lot of times people will start talking. They just start talking in the group. So I make sure when somebody, one of them's like, what lip gloss color do you love? And they might pick, I don't know, beach bronze. And I'll say, oh my goodness, girl, that's a great look for summertime. As a matter of fact, I wear that when I go on vacation to Marco Island. So I try to get like a little personal with them, and then they end up responding, Marco Island, I've been to, So I find a way to chitter chat with them based on them responding to my engagement post. So I'm connecting with them, but it's in the group setting.
Okay, great. That's awesome. Good to know. And that's I love that, connecting with them and really making it personal.
Yes.
Okay, so with that, now, how many days out, you have to get everybody's addresses and you have to mail out the packets. How many days out do you start the party so that you're collecting these addresses, getting the packages in time?
Okay, so, before Christmas time and before our post offices had a few little blips, you could put a party group up in 10 days, collect addresses, and have no problem. They get the packet like that. Like I could mail you all something in California from Maryland and you'd get it in 2 days. Well, now we're a little bit more challenging in our post office situation. So honestly, what I do is as soon as I book the party, no matter how far out, I put together her Facebook group and I let the hostess know, look, your party's not for 3 weeks. You can start inviting people so I can get addresses collected, but know that I won't start the engagement post and the fun stuff until about a week out. Because the mail these days is a little challenging, to put it nicely. And depending upon where you're mailing to, I was in a lot of situation there around the holiday time that people didn't get their pampering packages in time. So I just find for me and my schedule, last night I booked 5 parties. So this morning I put together all 5 party groups, done, check. I feel good. I invited the hostess. I got that off my plate and I know the party group's up. I don't start engagement posting until a week out. And I'll tell you why. This is just my own personal opinion. I joined a lot of parties virtually over the past 9 months to learn, like Pampered Chef, Color Street. I wanted to see what other companies were doing, right? And my friends sell it, why not? Well, I was a part of a couple of them that went on for like 3 weeks. And I'm not going to lie, they blew up my newsfeed. And I was like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, it was so much that I was like, ooh, girl, like, ooh, I started tuning them out because it was too much at me and took over my newsfeed. My opinion is a week out's perfect, but you do need the addresses. So that's just what I have found being on the other end of being a party participant.
Okay, so with that, so when you're sending out a package, I've personally had a lot of excitement. Girls are like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm so excited. How do you keep that excitement? Because they're gonna, 3 weeks, they get the notice, okay, I'm giving you my address. They get excited. And then it's gonna be 3 weeks later that we're actually having the party. And even though we're doing the engagement post, I feel like a tad bit of the excitement has been lost. And I'm wondering how to keep that excitement going.
Yeah, I haven't found that. I don't know why, but I haven't found it being lost at all. And again, it's in the numbers. Your hostess is going to invite, she may invite her whole entire friend list. Let's just be honest, right? And so some people will click and they don't even know what they're getting into. And then they figure out what it is and they're like, yeah, I'm just not interested. And that's okay. Like you're going to get some that are just there to observe. They don't really want to be in the party, but they can't back out now because their friends all they accept, but you know the drill. So anybody that I've mailed a packet to, I have not found her to fall not excited. And honestly, she usually doesn't get her packet until about a week before, because even 3 weeks, I get the party going, I get her information, I get the packet in the mail. It doesn't get there tomorrow. It takes, 5 to 7 days for someone to get their packet nowadays. So she might get it a week out, but at that point I've started the engagement post and she's all happy. So if anything, they PM me and go, I just got my packet. I can't wait to use it. I'm like, gotta wait, girl, we're doing it on the live. So I get more of women, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Like, I can't wait to the party. I'm like, I know, girl, I know. And also, I friend request them. I see their life. I make sure that new people that join my party, they become my friend. I make sure I like their posts. Here's why. If you go to their Facebook page and you like their post, you're gonna be more on their newsfeed. So I don't know, she might just post that, her baby eating cereal in the morning or something, and I'll make sure I comment, oh, he's so cute. He is cute. Like my goal when they join my party is to build a relationship virtually with her. And I do it several ways. One of them is being nosy Nelly and looking on her Facebook and literally looking at her pictures. And I'll go in her home and I'll start liking stuff because people do it to me. Like, I have a picture from 5 years ago and someone likes it. I'm like, oh, you were being nosy. And that's a good thing. So it's not a bad thing. So I take it very serious. Like, okay, I got a party. These are her friends. Well, let me check them out. Oh, I like that picture. Oh, because I want to be her friend. So that's what I do. And I think that kind of helps people staying excited for the party.
Awesome.
Jen, can you take it back to booking, the simplicity of booking? I've made a list, and now what do I say?
Okay, and I sure can. This is one that I think every single person, no matter what level, whether you're a brand new beauty consultant and you just joined, or you've been in Mary Kay for a super long time, or you're a national sales director, okay, like anywhere in between, I'm going to tell you. Yeah, here's what I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to speak from how my brain works, is that I see a lot of scripts, and I'll use them because we're told to, but inside, it makes my stomach in knots, and I'm like, this isn't my verbiage. I feel weird. I just get like all keyed up, okay? I do it, but I get keyed up. So I decided in August when I was like, okay, Jen's just gonna be Jen, I was gonna be honest and real. So my scripts when I first started, for example, you've got a list, you're gonna do Facebook Live for the first time, this is gonna be it, be real. Call up and say, you know, hey girl, you know I'm in Mary Kay and I'm taking my business virtual in a new way. I'm gonna start Facebook Live parties. I'm nervous. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm calling you because you're my friend, you're my mom, you're my sister, you're my favorite customer. I affirm her, whatever she is to me. I know I can count on you. Please, girl, will you be one of my first to book a party? I mean, y'all, that's the script I used because I had to tell her I was nervous. I had to tell her I was new to this. I had to tell her I need her help. I mean, and I was being real. And the one thing I do want to share with you guys, because, you know, it's so easy to get caught up text messaging, PM messaging, you know, emailing, and we kind of throw up all the information, you know, like put it all out there, and we wait, and we wait, and we wait, and then we're like, oh, she read it, she didn't get back, she doesn't want to have a party. Okay, that's a response, right, in our head. Here's the thing, women's lives are busy. We get so much information from every resource of our life, everywhere. What we don't get a lot of is a phone call saying, I care. Hey girl, Happy New Year. How are you? A voice. Hearing that. Right now, women especially are craving connection, togetherness, voices, seeing faces. So the women on your list, you know, you make a list of your Amen Corner women, you know, the women that know and love you, whether customer, family, friends, you make that list. You start there because they know you know them, and you be honest. But I have found that picking up the phone and calling or FaceTiming is the best way. I know it makes you sick to your belly. I know it's a little scary. I know they could say no to your face. But you know what? She's not going to, because she's going to hear your voice and she's going to love you for it. And back in the day, we're old school, there was not texting. There was not emailing. We had to use our voice, and human nature doesn't change. Same human nature, and Mary Kay designed her company, you know, way, way long time ago is the same today. If more than ever, we need the human connection. So I'm going to encourage all of you and kind of double dog dare you to look at your list, pick a few that you feel comfortable calling, and call them and watch what happens. Okay. Call them and just be you, be real to you, say whatever's on your heart, be honest, and just ask her and say, don't be afraid to say, I need your help. I'm practicing, you know, I'll make it worth your while, because she's going to say, okay, all right, what do I got to do? Okay, girl, like, then you book a date and you have your first booking, and then you're like, okay, I got a booking, there's one. That's what I did. I hope that helps, but that's just me and how I work best. So if you get a voicemail, it's okay. Just say, hey girl, it's Jen. I got something exciting to tell you. Let me know when I can call you back, or call me, girl. You know, like, you're a friend. But if you send your friend a script, you know what she says? Oh, there she goes with her Mary Kay script again. She does, okay? You can't be scripted with your family and friends. They're your family and friends. Call them up. Hey, sis, girl, you're having a Mary Kay party. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. You're my sister. No choice. So I told my sister, I'm like, oh, no, you're my sister. You were having one.
I love the empowerment. I love the simplicity, and I love the challenge. Everyone who's watching this live or hashtag replay, reach out to just two. And what's amazing is, how can anyone say they don't know anyone when they could be anywhere? I'm like, anywhere.
Right.
Would you be willing just to tell us one or two of your fun names for products?
Oh, sure. Okay. So I kind of have to hold them up because I've done them so much. It's like ingrained in my head. So our wonderful Hydrogel Eye Patches, I actually call these a cappuccino for your eyes because they're just going to wake your eyes up. They are the prettiest little sparkly rose petals. They go under your eyes and totally de-stress your eyes. Depuff them, you will love them. So I sell the sizzle, I open them up and I show them. And so I call these a cappuccino for your eyes. The charcoal mask is called Peppermint Padding for your face. Deep line wrinkle filler, which I love because I demo it on my forehead, half my forehead, and I show them. This is the Botox pen. Girl, this is just like getting a Botox shot without the shot and without the Botox and without the price, okay? And I do half my forehead, and then a minute later, I'm like, what, girls, look at that. They're going. Okay, I sell so many Botox pens, like literally. The repair set is called Botox in a Box. And I literally, y'all, what I hold up is, because it's in my drawer here, let me find it. I just want to show you. Well, right here. I go like this, and I tell them all about it with it in front of my face so that I can talk about it. And then I turn and go, I say, the great thing is there's retinol in the night cream, and while you're sleeping, it's going to repair damage. And this right here is gold. It's liquid gold. You know why? Because you see that triangle area, that's where women age, we start to sag and bag, and this liquid gold is going to lift it up. And let me tell you about the eye cream. Oh my goodness, the eye cream. Did you guys know that this incredible, amazing eye cream, the tip of it is made of the same material that they use in a boxing ring? Yeah, seriously, like, you know, I don't know why people go boxing, but they do. Their eyes get swollen. Well, this little material right here, girls, I show them, you just push it, you go like this, and you turn it over and you use the ball, the little steel, and it feels so good. It's like a massage for your eyes. Like if you want the best of the best eye cream, it is our Time Rise Renewal Eye Cream. Girl, you gotta have it. I mean, that's how I sell it. So I talk about a boxing. So when people order it, they say, you know, the thing with the ball, I want that for the eyes. You know, the thing with the boxer, I want that for the eyes. So I describe it, and then I even have to look at the product and go, okay, so again, it's called Time Rise Repair Voluform Eye Renewal Cream. But you can write down the ball. I'll know what you're talking about. So I just have come up with funny names for stuff because, oh, my favorite is, although we don't have it in stock, let's pray it comes back soon because I sell so much of that, is my jiggle lotion. Well, actually anti-jiggle lotion. The Target Action Toning Lotion. Girls, let me tell you, every single girl needs this because, you know, we did for our face here, but we got our body too. We got to look good, don't we? So, and I hold it up and I say, this is anti-jiggle lotion. You put this everywhere from neck down, you don't want to jiggle. Like your boobs, your butt, your thighs. Yeah, girl, rub it all over. Okay, I sell it to 90% of the customers. Full price, that Target Action Toning Lotion. And right now my customers are crying for it. Jen, is it back in? Is it back in? Because it's so good. But they buy it because I call it the anti-jiggle lotion, and I tell them they can put it all, you know, I mean, like if I went through the ingredients on what it's all about, they'd be like, eh, but I say you can put it places you don't want to jiggle. It's time-wise for the neck down.
And you're reminding them, write it on your tic-tac-toe. You're just reminding, so they write it down.
That I'm excited about. I said, that would be good to write right here. Yep, I do. I say, write it on there, write it on there, write it on there. Mm-hmm.
That's so good. I think my last two questions, and you can let us know, Octavia, if you have any more. How long about do your parties last?
Yes, so my parties are just about 40 minutes long. I believe you can get it done in 30, but I'm a talker. So, you know, I tend to chat with them a lot, but I do believe 30 minutes. My longest is 40.
Mm-hmm. And then the close, if you were going to do more than one, how long do you do more than one in a day ever? And how much time in between for the close?
Okay, so, you know, I have done up to 3 a night back to back, and I definitely have the energy to do it. I don't feel like I have the time to give my customers who are PMing me the love they deserve after the party, because after my first party shuts down, jumping on second, jumping on third, she's not hearing back from me until if I have back-to-back parties. So the most I feel comfortable doing is 2. And what I do when I have a 7 o'clock party, I tell my 7 o'clock party, I say, okay, girls, here's the deal. I have an 8 o'clock party. So you have until 9 p.m. to give me your sheet, and I will get back to you at 9. So I tell them that they're not going to hear from me until I'm done my next party, because, you know, I want to respond back right away, not necessarily, you know, not get back to them. So 2 is what I do. And 3 I've done. And I just felt like I missed connecting with people. So 2, I think, is good.
And I just think this is a new thought for everyone because it's 30 minutes, whereas a Monday night or a Wednesday night might not have been our best time to hold a party before. It sounds like you found that weeknights are awesome.
Yeah. So for me, I personally like to do weeknights, and depending on what night of the week it is, sometimes I'll only do one, sometimes I'll do two. And on Friday nights, I'll do three if I need to, but I take Saturdays and Sundays completely off. Whereas before, when we were not in the virtual world, I would be gone all weekend because that was my party time. I would be gone all Saturday, all Sunday. So now I feel like I have my entire day with my 9-year-old daughter. I have dinner with my husband. I have time with him. And then I go into my office a few minutes before 7, and I'm either here for an hour, I'm here for 2, and then I'm back with my family. But I'm home all weekend long. So tonight I have an 8 p.m. party. My husband knows we can have late dinner. He knows I'm going to go live 1 hour. I'll be done. I can go snuggle and watch a movie with him, and I'm off the whole weekend. I mean, like, hello, that's like awesome.
Hello. Everyone's happy.
Right. Yeah. So I think you can design what schedule works for you, and that's what you offer. So I tell people what I have available. That's why I ask them, would you prefer a weeknight or a Friday night? I don't say Saturday and Sunday, so they don't have an option.
Jen, thank you.
You're welcome.
I would love for you just to close painting the picture. You have been on that seminar stage, top in your seminar, traveled the world on Mary Kay. Mm-hmm. You've seen it all. You've experienced so much. I mean, oh my gosh, money does not buy happiness, but it buys choices. You were making great money before, and now this. Would you just paint the picture of the possibilities and why this is grasping this simplicity of what you have just laid out for us so generously? I could cry. Do you know how many businesses have had to pay thousands of dollars to consultants and people to help them retool their business? And you have given liberally and freely. And so from me, the Solid as a Rock area, and so many others that will see this, so many women will walk across the seminar stage in person or maybe virtually because of what they've learned from you. So would you just give us the final word and just whatever's on your heart to paint that picture?
Well, thank you. Thank you for that. You know, I want to share with you that it's worth it. It is worth, you know, the being uncomfortable to learn virtual. It's worth it to be uncomfortable to ask. It is worth it because I really, 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 in my heart of hearts, believe that this is the most amazing company that God can work through women to do his work. And to have you live the joyful life that you want to live, what that looks like for you. So, you know, I'd ask you if you could fast forward your life a year from now and you could have your life any way you want it to look, what would that look like you? I mean, time and money, just what would that look like for you? And how would that make you feel? And who would you be? And so that is the gift that Mary Kay has given to me, is that, you know, when I was working corporate America with kids and a single mom, all I wanted was more time with my family. I just wanted more time with my kids. I'm a hard worker. I have no problem working hard, but I just wanted more time. And so through dedicating time to Mary Kay, to work, to learn, to pivot, to figure it out, I just tied a knot and I said, I'm going to make this work. I'm going to make this work. I'm going to figure it out. And it brought me to a place very quickly that I had more time with my family. I had more time to live the life the way I wanted to live. And it is not about the money. You know, it's funny. Right now, there's some big mega ball, Powerball, something going on. I don't even know, y'all, because I don't pay attention. It's worth like almost $1 billion. And my husband pays attention. And he said to me in the kitchen just the other day, you know, I have a feeling if I buy a ticket and we win, you're still going to work as much as you do in Mary Kay. I said, yes, I am, because it gives me such joy to do what I do. So it's not about the money, although the money's great. We have literally, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit on the income you can make. And I'm so passionate about this because Mary Kay was my high school diploma. Mary Kay was my college degree. Mary Kay was my MBA. Mary Kay has been my PhD, literally, in life. So I'm not educated on the books, but let me tell you, I'm educated in life. And this company makes me feel like I'm a superstar and that I'm worthy and then I can pass it on to other women. And that is the greatest gift. It's worth it. It's worth it.
And that, my friends, is brilliant. Thank you, Jen.
You're welcome.